Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day.
Okay, mate, radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 12.1. Russell, Gasly, Antonelli, Norris and Lawson. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Doohan, Hulkenberg and Albon. And we're in front of Hamilton, Leclerc and Piastri. Okay, we've been pushed down to P12. Yes! Excellent lap! We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work! Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Let's go. Nice one.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Thanks in no small part to the popularity of Max Verstappen, the Netherlands is back on the F1 calendar. So welcome to the boisterous atmosphere of Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ocon, Gasly, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Norris, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Doohan, and Alex Albon, Piastri, Leclerc, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Sainz, Tsunoda, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, and Isaac Hadjar, Behrman, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, that's not an ideal placement in your grid slot. You're going to need a good launch at the race start. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Ocon's behind you, they're on fresh softs. And that's 20 laps until your pit window's open. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. We're low on fuel, let's conserve what we have left. Start using the car's drag to slow you down ahead of the braking points by just lifting off the throttle briefly before you start to actively brake. That'll help. first position, front of the pack. Ocon behind. They're on fresh softs. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.3 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Box, we're coming in this lap.
Okay.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, we can take you this lap. Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Okay, there are 45 laps of fuel remaining. Yuki is in the pits. Yuki in the pit lane now. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.2 seconds. Okay, you've got P5, P5. Our gap to first place, 11.4 seconds. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Russell behind. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. 48 laps to go. Leclerc ahead, and the time last lap, 1:17.6. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 8.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 24 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Gap to your teammate behind, 12.0 seconds. Okay, you're sat in P2. It's Hamilton ahead, and gap to the car in front, 8.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Norris behind. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, 47 laps to go. Some information on Behrman for you. Okay, they're out of this race. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Yeah.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. And 26 laps to go now. Box, box, box. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Yuki's in the car ahead. Time last lap, 1:16.7. Okay, gap ahead, 5.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 23 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Three laps of fuel remaining. Okay, Yuki is coming in for his stop now. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Norris is behind you. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. You're in first position, front of the pack. Norris behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
It was quite tricky through the high speed at the end, but we managed it.
That was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You nailed it from the start.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
Well, I'm sure I've seen an increased hunger, increased desire from this driver this weekend, Crofty, as they've performed in front of their home crowd. And drivers often say they feel extra energy from inside the car, and I really feel like we saw that, we witnessed it here today.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number one, Max Verstappen. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.